There's a new bakery in De Pere, and it's called Adeleen's Bakery, and they have all sorts of wonderful sweet treats for Valentine's Day. And here is the owner, Colleen. Good morning. Thanks for coming.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So we were talking a little bit. So Colleen, you've always loved to bake, right? You kind of turn your hobby into a business.
Yes, for birthdays, family, my nieces, I always did birthday cakes for them, and then it turned into helping with friends' graduation parties, things like that, and just sort of expanded from there.
Well, very cool. Congratulations. So what are some of the things you specialize in at the bakery?
Well, we specialize in a couple of different varieties of cheesecakes. We have cupcakes, cake pops. We also do custom cake orders for birthdays, weddings, anniversaries. We do pies, also seasonal pies, and a couple of different things as the market demands.
Yeah, I understand. Do you, is it all call order ahead, or do you have some things ready to go?
We do actually have some things ready to go. We do have open hours on Mondays, Wednesdays, and on Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
But we also do delivery, and we have by appointment during the week as well, if it's something that doesn't fall within the normal hours.
Sure. So if you need that special occasion cake, or you've got an idea, and I'm sure Colleen can help you put that idea together. But if you just want to pick up some things, some treats for Valentine's Day, you can just stop on by.
Yep, we have all kinds of Valentine's cookies, cake pops. We'll have a couple of different cupcake varieties as well. So anything at last minute, stop in and we'll help you out.
Lovely. So today we're actually going to make cake pops, which are still hugely on trend. Cupcakes and cake pops, that trend does not seem to be going away.
It does not, no.
Yeah, which is cool. Cake pops is something that I really am just kind of learning how to make them. They look a little bit tricky, and we're going to make them really cute for Valentine's Day. We're making heart-shaped cake pops. So if you don't feel like making them, you can call Colleen. She'll have them ready for you. But otherwise you can make them yourself. And so you start with, we're using red velvet cake, right?
Correct, red velvet.
And these are just cupcakes?
Yep, these are just cupcakes that I made up. Usually about 3 cupcakes will give you about a dozen cake pops.
Okay.
So we have 3 cupcakes here. You can bake them up ahead of time. If you're just making red velvet cupcakes in general, set a couple aside, try this, experiment with it a little bit. You'll take 3 cupcakes and just crumble them up. You kind of want to get them to a crummy consistency, sort of what we have in the bowl over there.
Okay.
And
red velvet too. That is a trend that I think, if I had a red velvet wedding cake years and years ago, and I'm so excited to see red velvet is back and not going anywhere either. So here are our red velvet cake crumbs, all crumbled up.
Yep.
And then you just mix it together with frosting, right?
With cream cheese frosting, usually about 1 to 2 tablespoons worth. So we start out with about a tablespoon. Yep, you don't want to put all of it in there yet. We want to get your hands in there. This is fun for the kids too. They can just, you want to mold it until you get a nice, even consistency throughout. It'll still seem sort of crumbly when you're done, but that is how you want it to look.
And it's a yummy homemade, I can tell it's a homemade cream cheese frosting. It smells delicious, really, really delicious. So now that my fingers are really dirty, and Ann's going to give me a nice rag to help me clean up a little bit. Now comes the pop part of it and the forming them. So.
Well, what we do is when we get the red velvet crumbs to the consistency that we want, you want something that it'll stick together, but when you break it apart, it still kind of looks like it has that cakey consistency.
Okay.
And then you can get a lot of different forms, molds, and you can, they come in different shapes. For today, we're going to be using the hearts for Valentine's Day.
So you just kind of press it in there?
Yep, you just want to press it in there. And just sort of form, just get off the edges and form it to about the shape of a heart.
Okay. And at home you'll do better than me, but then after a while, does it just kind of pop out?
And then this is silicone, so you can just pop it out. And then you can set them, it's easiest if you have a cookie sheet and you can put some parchment paper, wax paper on it. And then you're going to set them in the refrigerator, just let them chill for about a half an hour.
Okay.
They can chill longer, that's fine. But when you take them out, they're going to look a bit like this. It's going to be a lot more solid. It's going to be easier for sticking the stick in without actually having it break apart the cake pop.
Okay.
Which is the most frustrating part, but don't worry, that's okay.
Okay.
It happens.
Pick yourself up some, basically they're lollipop sticks, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Lollipop sticks. You can get the 4-inch or the 6-inch, it really doesn't matter. Let's see. And then for the candy melts, I prefer to use the Wilton candy melts. I think they have a better taste, but it's really whatever anyone wants to do. They come in a ton of different colors. You just want to stick the end of your stick in just to get it a little bit of the candy melt. And you're going to take the heart and kind of have a firm hold on it. You'll see it's going to crack a little when you put the stick in, and that's fine. You can take some of the candy melt and sort of wipe it on.
Okay.
And then you just let it set in the refrigerator once you have them all done.
And that's going to then kind of glue the stick to
Yep,
the...
it will completely solidify, and we have some that are already dipped.
Okay.
You can see it gets completely hardened on the bottom.
This is a great little stand to stand them up
Yes,
in. Yeah.
I know.
So, all right,
helps out a lot.
now we get to dip. Now here's the
Yes,
fun part.
now you get to dip.
Okay.
All right, when you dip them in, you want to try and get both sides. And sometimes they do break. It happens. It'll be all right.
You'll just have to eat that one.
I know, they're happy accidents. Tap off the excess. Just kind of gently, little tap, tap, tap. And then you can set it out to dry.
Stand it up.
Yep.
And then sprinkle it up or have
Yep,
fun with
you
it?
can do sprinkles, you can draw on them, you can actually, if you're really ambitious, take either a baggie or a small lollipop bag and put some of your chocolate in and just cut a corner off, and then you can write on there as
Drizzle it.
well.
Oh, how fun.
But while it's still wet, if you'd like, you can put any variety of sprinkles on. I have sort of a variety pack here.
For Valentine's Day.
Yes,
yeah,
for Valentine's
yeah,
Day.
How fun. So if people are at home and they're going, you know what, these are really cute, but I just do not have the time to make these, or they're, got a birthday coming up and they're interested in supporting a new business, you need some cupcakes, cookies. How can people find you? What's the best way to get a hold of you, and where's the shop?
We are located at 310 North Wisconsin Street, Suite E. It's in De Pere.
Okay.
It is in the strip mall right next to Shopko.
Okay, know exactly where that is.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. There's a Chinese restaurant next to us,
Yeah.
right in there. And you can also find us online. We have a website, www.adaleensbakery.com, and we have a Facebook page. You can email, you can give us a call. Our phone number is 920-662-4480, and we do all kinds of custom orders. We can actually write names, messages on the cake pops themselves. We have a couple of examples of our baskets. You can see, like, just write love or something
cute.
Valentine's themed.
Thanks, Colleen, for coming. Adeleen's Bakery. We'll be back. Stay with us.